Welcome back to the weekly recap. I'm Matt Wacker. A convoy of historic military vehicles rolled into Rolla on September 20th, part of a month-long journey along Route 66. The convoy started in Chicago and will end in Santa Monica on October 14th. The group stopped for lunch at the VFW Auxiliary Post 2025, giving area residents a closer look.
Matt, I'm talking with Dan McCluskey. Dan, can you give me an overview of the Military Vehicle Preservation Association and what that is?
All right, we are a nationwide, worldwide organization. We have over 10,000 members all across the United States and the world that collect, restore, and preserve our heritage of military vehicles. We have members on this convoy from all over the world. We have a team that came from New Zealand, and they shipped their vehicle over, a Bedford truck. And they are driving it on the convoy, and when they get back to Los Angeles, they'll put it back in a container and ship it back to New Zealand. We have people from France, Belgium, Puerto Rico, all on the convoy. So it's truly a worldwide representation here on the convoy.
Well, can you tell me what the significance of this particular convoy is that you're on right now?
Well, this one is to commemorate Route 66, and Route 66 was a very important military highway during World War II. A lot of the factories were in the east and the northeast, and a lot of the equipment that had to go into the Pacific had to get to San Francisco, Los Angeles, and that was what was used was Route 66. And then after the war, all of the returning soldiers, that was the route that they used to get back home. So that's really what our focus is to highlight Route 66 and make sure that we preserve this important highway.
I'm with Dwight Sandine. He's the commander of VFW Post 2025. What are you doing out here today?
Today we're here to just let the convoy, they asked us to host them a lunch. We're here to do that, and when we decided to do it, we said let's do something for the whole community, and nobody's being charged for any food ate today. We're just doing a great community service.
Frank and Susan Logan, you all are from California, so you're kind of making a big loop, and you've done this before.
Yes.
What would you say stands out to you the most so far on this particular convoy?
For me, it's really about the countryside and the people. My personal favorite is the people. Yes, every town you go through, no matter how big or how small, there's somebody out there waving a flag. We have a lot of veterans that go by, and they let the kids out of school, and they make little paper flags and wave them at us. And it's a very, very special feeling. It makes me feel that, America is alive and well. I just love that.
Frank?
Basically the same thing. Seeing America at 25, 35 miles an hour on two-lane roads is a totally different experience than the interstate. And it's just a wonderful thing. Seeing the spirit, the people, as you said, that come out, it's just wonderful.
I'm talking to Chuck Toney. Chuck, tell me about your vehicle.
Well, this is a Dodge 3/4-ton truck. This was approved by the War Department in 1950, went into production in 1951. They made literally thousands of these. They used them through the Korean War and throughout the Vietnamese War, and it was replaced by the Humvee, which is our modern vehicle.
Oh, okay. Now, were you in the military yourself, Chuck?
Yes, I was.
How did you serve?
I served in military intelligence, the 6th Provisional Military Intelligence Battalion in Vietnam.
Well, I thank you and I honor you for that. Let me ask you a question. On the journey so far, the Route 66 convoy, what has stood out to you the most?
I think the people that we see by the side of the road has really struck my heart, because we came home from Vietnam and nobody was there to say hi. They spit on you, and this was a cathartic moment for me to see this, and that meant a lot.
It's amazing. Thank you.
A fatal accident took place on the afternoon of September 17th near I-44's mile marker 173. A 23-year-old Ohio man was traveling westbound when he lost control and went off the road. He overcorrected and struck a parallel tractor trailer, forcing his truck back off the road into the median and directly into eastbound traffic. His truck met a Dodge Caravan head-on, killing driver Margaret Carter from Maryland Heights. The Lebanon R3 School District released a statement following an apparent altercation between members of the Lebanon and Camdenton coaching staffs, the details of which have not been published. The incident took place after Lebanon's loss to Camdenton on September 1st. Unconfirmed witness accounts claim that Lebanon coaches objected to Camdenton's celebration on their field, and things turned physical. The two Lebanon coaches directly involved received 10-day suspensions. The second annual Ranny Run was held September 16th at Veterans Memorial Park in Rolla. The 5K race is held in memory of Doctors Mark and Bonnie Ranny and Mary Ensign, who were killed in a car crash in 2015. This year's event launched the organization's efforts to raise $500,000 for the new Rolla Animal Shelter, a donation that would allow them to name the shelter after Mark and Bonnie Ranny.
This is the second annual Ranny Run. We're here at Veterans Park in Rolla, Missouri. We're celebrating the lives of Bonnie Ranny, Mark Ranny, and Muzz Ensign. Ranny women. We have Ellen and Lauren and Karen. I'm just doing that because that's their birth order. So
our parents were loving people, they loved the community, and they gave a lot to it, and we just hope to keep giving to it.
This race is the kickoff to raising $500,000 so that we can name the new animal shelter the Doctors Bonnie and Mark Ranny Animal Shelter here in Rolla.
Our dad was a vet and he was really into the animal community, and we've needed a new animal shelter for a long time in Rolla.
I'm Wayne Perry. I'm with the SAVE Committee, which is the local committee for the construction of a new animal shelter. We currently have a fundraising program going on. Our goal is $1.2 million. We're a little over halfway there.
First place for male in this race goes to Mike Counts. Give it over to the females. We've got first place goes to Lauren Brandoff. 23, 34. Second, Sharon Ranny.
This is an amazing family. We're just so grateful to be a part of it.
West Plains High School is close to finishing its new Veterans Memorial. The current plan is to dedicate the completed memorial during a Veterans Day ceremony on November 10th. For now, the statue will be on display during Friday's homecoming football game versus Lebanon, as well as the other remaining home games. An inmate at the Howell County Jail recently set fire to a book and other materials in an apparent attempt to burn her way out of prison. The fire was reported around 4 p.m. on September 19th. It was extinguished before firefighters arrived. Charges are pending. The Linking Hearts Adoption Fair took place September 15th in Rolla, part of a statewide effort to find families for youth in state custody. According to the Community Partnership's website, the event is completely community-driven and is made possible by the support of the 25th Circuit Children's Division, Missouri S&T Greek System, and generous community donors. A random traffic stop in Lebanon led to the seizure of 200 grams of meth. LPD was attempting to locate a suspect from a separate investigation when they noticed a suspicious vehicle without valid plates. A canine unit was requested, and the narcotics were found, along with $10,000 in cash. 36-year-old Scott Bonner has been charged and is currently incarcerated in the Laclede County Jail. The West Plains Police Department has issued a missing persons report for 38-year-old Tehern Crockett. Crockett is 6'1" and weighs roughly 245. He has tattoos of a microphone on his left arm and the words "Say Nay Nay" on his left hand. If you have any leads, please call the West Plains Police Department. For the fourth year in a row, the Army's Drill Sergeant of the Year hails from Fort Leonard Wood. Enduring a week-long competition that was both mentally and physically demanding, Staff Sergeant Chad Hickey, a confinement specialist with Company E, 795th Military Police Battalion at Fort Leonard Wood, was named the 2017 Army Drill Sergeant of the Year. That's all for now. I'm Matt Wacker. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. The weekly recap is brought to you by Price Chopper, Cooking from Scratch, Travers Autoplex, the UPS Store of Rolla, Bayard Dodge of West Plains, and Falcon Floor Covering.